What's up, guys? We're back again. Here we have a really bad mess with these tires just sticking out way too far. Yeah, it does have the flares installed, but just the way that the offset with these tires, they're just sticking out way too far. It's really kind of getting to be a pretty bad mess, as you can kind of see right in here on the truck. So I actually have a solution for that. I ended up ordering a set of Rokblokz XL mud flaps front and rear for this truck. I'm going to actually give you guys a brief little walkthrough on how to do it and just kind of give you my review and see how they look. Also, another thing too is if you look down here on this step, it really does have a lot of mud and stuff like that. I don't really want to get that in the truck, so I figured with these mud flaps, that's actually going to help a lot of that too. So let me actually get this box open and I'll show you what all the contents are in the Rokblokz kit. All right, so I did end up opening the box beforehand, and I do a quick test fit just to kind of look and see. So there's a little bit of mud on there. We are going to clean that up before we put it on. But this would be the front. I ordered it with the red logo in black. It does, if you guys do have the factory flares right here, just remove that section as well. But it comes as a set of 4. Obviously 2 fronts and 2 rears. Nice thing is that it comes with front and rear hardware kits. They really give you everything that you need in order to do this job successfully. Obviously instruction sheets, thank you letter, can't beat that. Even candy, can't beat that either. And a decal. So let's get back over to the truck. I'm gonna end up cleaning that up, and I will show you our first step. Okay, now that we have the area kind of cleaned up, yeah, I do have it a little bit messy back here, and a little bit up here up top, but really we're kind of working in this area, so I just wanted to try to get a lot of that dirt out. So what you're actually going to need first is going to be an 8mm ratchet, so that way, or a wrench, so that way you can remove the 3 bolts that are on this side here. Let me get that around and we'll get them out, and then we can actually place the mud flap in where it needs to be. All right, now that we have those 3 out, what you're going to want to do is grab your first mud flap. Obviously, since I'm starting on the front left, you want to start with that. One thing you're going to want to do is open up your bag for your front hardware. You're going to want to pull 4 or 5 of these washers out just to start, so that way you can kind of get these in here. That way you can bolt it in place. So right now I only took out 3 bolts. Just place it in there like that. And what I'll do, let me set the rest of these down. I'll just stick it in the top hole here, line that up. Just kind of snug it up for right now until you get the other 2 in. Then you're going to want to drill a hole in the inside here, once you kind of get everything sort of attached on the outside in order to secure the inside here, just for stability. So I might have to loosen this up a little bit. Got it a little too tight. All right, as you can see, let's get a little different camera angle here. That really sticks out a lot farther. My wheel is bent yet, so let me actually straighten that out and we'll get a good perspective here. There we go. There we go. That covers a lot more from before. You can see, I mean, just that right there. And this just sticks out quite a bit further. So that should actually help keep a lot of that debris down. So now our next one is, let me zoom in here for you so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Right there, right in here, we're going to have to run that one in here. I will show you how to do that. Now this does come with 6 poly spacers. So whatever you need in order to help offset to get that spot in there nice and straight, just go ahead and stack them up. And then it's going to come with the self-tapping screw there. And then there's like a little U-nut that would go on the back. Okay, so now that this is in place, and I installed the metal U-nut on the back, I'm just going to take my bit driver and just tighten it down a little bit more. Okay. And then that's all you need to do for that. That way, they're in. Now what you can do is tighten down the other 3. Just make sure that your mud flaps are level. So just try to get a good perspective here. Looks like the top might have to come in a little bit. Just like that. Take your 8mm. Tighten it down. Just work your way down. Okay, now that this side here is done, I would just do the other side. It's obviously the same as this, just reversed. Let me get to the back and then I'll show you how to put them in. But just a little closer look. That just is a really messy step. So I'm thinking that that's really going to help take care of a lot of that. So be with you guys here at the back. Okay, now that we're in the back, let's go ahead and let's get this cleaned off. Same thing. I mean, just really kind of was making a huge mess down the back of the truck here. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and get this cleaned up, and then I'll show you the install in the rear. Okay, so now that we're in the back, I have this cleaned off here. Here's the U-nut. The same thing as in the front. But you guys might appreciate a chance to check that out, see what you're looking for. One very large flat washer, silver screw, and then you're going to go with 3 flat washers again on the smaller side. And that's just to do this one side. Same thing is going to be on the other side. So, like before, I'm going to take our screws out here, and then we're going to put the mud flap on and then install it that way. So, one down here at the bottom. Well, this one here is actually an extra in case if you have a secondary bolt that would go down at the bottom. And this one right here, that is where your larger screw is going to go from before. But like before, take your one flat washer, run it through, put it there, line it up. Okay, now that we have that started, let's put our second one in. All right, now that that one's started, we can figure out doing here with the bottom. Okay, so one thing that was mentioned in the instructions was actually to go through from the back side, and there's a little hole that you can see in the body in order to make a hole that way. So okay, so it looks like it's fairly close to where it needs to be. So we'll put this guy in here. Okay, now that that's in place, oops, let's get our U-nut. Okay, now that we have that in, just take a step back. Looks like we're level. Then we can actually tighten up these 2 8mm here. Okay, so there's that for this side. Installation on the other side is the same as this one. Obviously, as we all know, the second side always goes a little easier. So I will give you guys a quick walk around here once I get everything installed. And it's daylight. Obviously, it's nighttime right now for me. So what I will end up doing is wash this truck up and give you guys a review. Until next time, you guys have a good one. So here we are a few days later after the install, daytime, so that way everybody can kind of check it out now. It's been really muddy and wet. Our driveway is just an absolute mud hole out here in the back, but so far everything has been really, really clean. There is some here and there. It's not gotten rid of all of it, but I will say that this step here has been significantly cleaner. I have not washed this off since the initial install for everything. But other than that, yeah, I mean, this just, it really catches a lot of the debris and not kicking it all over the side of the truck. Definitely a worthwhile investment. I think they look pretty good. Really go through and make the truck look solid. So exhaust tip, that even stayed pretty clean. But yeah, pretty minimal for the mess. So win in my book.